You absolute bloody legends, welcome back to another episode of FatChat. We're taking FatChat live on tour down for the Busselton 100 where our man Matt Burton is making his big comeback race. How we feeling, Matty?
Yeah, live.
Live?
Yeah.
So
it's a beautiful day.
Such a good day.
Amazing, like
check out
glass. It's quite a rare sight given the last few days have been a bit rough around town.
Yeah.
But
And it's cold today as well. Like,
the water's even colder.
About what's it sitting out the water?
Oh, like 18 and a half.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
oh my God. But I tell you what, everybody loves a comeback story because, you know, we're talking Rocky in every Rocky movie. We're talking Seabiscuit, we're talking the Mighty Ducks. But
just throw the tyres around.
It is the Matt Burton comeback day today. And like literally, I parked down here, I'm walking down, I'm half asleep, and do you know who's prancing past us doing his warm-up? How far did you run for your warm-up? He's bouncing down. Couple of K for the warm-up. He's looking good. Is the body feeling fresh?
Yeah. It's that I haven't had that pre-race sleep for a while, so it was okay.
Yeah.
It's probably the same as Tom's.
What do you have to keep doing for your warm-up right now? Keep
Just
moving.
have a bit of a stretch here.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll cut you off in a second.
Yeah.
Put the wetsuit on and
just tell us when,
and get into it. Race time.
So what's the distances they're doing?
So 2K, we've got to swim.
Yeah.
And then 80K bike. And then 18K run.
How long do you reckon roughly it's going to take?
Oh, last year was 3:20.
Yeah.
So if we something around there.
Yeah, okay.
3 hours 20. Yep.
So then, like last night, were you pretty nervous, or?
Yeah, I've been nervous for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Not so much for the result, more for the where I'm at.
Yeah.
Where am I at? Given I've been back going for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, nice. And then it's just so crazy. So, I mean, the Ironman when I was down here last time, you don't understand what a big deal Matt is with triathlon until you come down here. Everybody's going, Matt, everyone's coming up. I want to say good day to him. So, like, you know.
I'm going to need it today.
It's a big, don't worry, man. We're going to be at the side. So, who's coming down, like, family-wise?
Yeah, mum and dad.
Obviously,
Kim,
your mum and dad,
Tom,
yep.
Mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And then friends. Yeah, friends will float down.
Yeah.
It's a quick trip from Perth now, right?
I think we'll be able to get heaps of people around Matty.
Get around Body Match today.
Yeah, I know.
He loves triathlon. So does his fiance.
I was the Prince of Busso last time, alright? Today is your day.
My day.
Today is your day.
Thank you.
Alright, we'll keep doing your warm-up and we'll see you out in the course, alright? Alright, so we're going to let Matty get in the zone. I can feel the nervous energy a little bit, but I'm just going to run you through what he's doing for his warm-up. I've taught him a few of these ones. So he's got the resistance band. We call this one the jerk off backwards motion. This one's for your triceps, for other things as well. Very functional training that way. He's quite good at it too. You can see those big, long, hard strokes. He's obviously been doing a lot of practice at it. Very, very good. But we're just going to let him just get in the zone. I can feel the nervous energy. Like you've seen see all the people coming on in now. We might go have like a bit of a walk through like the whole event in a little while, just so you kind of like get a bit of a vibe and get the feeling of it all. But it's going to be a big day. I'm feeling nervous. But you're doing all these checks here for?
Just getting the wetsuit on properly.
Yep.
So
do you have this underneath?
Yeah, so that's got to be sure, like lube the shoulders up enough so the suit moves around.
Yep. So bike suit underneath the swimsuit, so you can whip it straight off.
Yeah, this is a quick transition.
Yeah, well, because I know that last transition, I know you were taking your time, you're high-fiving everybody out here.
Dr Majic approach.
Was that me? Oh, maybe that was me. Maybe that was me.
That was 100% you.
So is this your transition bag or this is just your spares?
Just clothes for later.
Right, gotcha. So you already done all that stuff, so that's already in there, all good to go? Yeah, nice one. We're going to get walking around and talking to some of the people that are doing the race this morning. Who have we got here?
Steve. How you going? Nice to meet you. Reese, so
nice to meet you. And boys, what race are you doing today?
We're doing the full one.
Doing the full, and
Busso 100
full as well. Have you done this before?
Once, yeah.
Once?
First time.
First time?
Yeah,
right. Have you done any other triathlons before?
No, first one.
First one. And yourself?
Yeah.
No, this is.
I've done this one before. That's it. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So, like, what do you love about the triathlon scene so much? I know you're new to it, but what keeps you? What keeps you coming back?
I don't know. He said he wanted to do it, so I was like, "Fuck it."
He just roped you in. Yeah.
Started cycling a few years ago, and I was like, "Oh, why not?"
Love it.
Enjoy running.
So, like, what's like your best leg that you do?
Probably the cycle. Yeah.
The cycle.
Running, yeah.
And the running.
Yeah,
nice. And any expected time? What you reckon to be finishing in?
Probably 4:45.
4:45.
I just want to get out of the water, to be honest.
I love it, man. It's looking cold out there. It's a real cold. Well, boys, thanks so much. Good luck. We'll see you at the finish line. We'll be cheering for you, all right? Bron, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Excellent. And how's the body been feeling this prep?
Yeah, good. I've been super bike focused, so I'm really hoping the run legs turn up today. But
so good.
I know I can do it, so
like a little bit of backstory. So you work with Matt. Matt's your coach, right?
He is, yes.
How long's he been your coach for?
This is my 3rd year with Matt, being my boss.
How have you survived 3 years with him, honestly? I did one, and that was definitely enough for me.
I don't know. I think I definitely really mesh well with the volume, and I couldn't have a coach who isn't as brutal as Matt.
Yep.
It wouldn't get done as well, I don't think.
Well, good luck. We're going to be there. You're going to hear us on the sidelines cheering for you. Can't wait to see you at the finish line. Alrighty, we've got some of the boys here, fellas. What's your names?
Colby, mate.
Colby.
Ayrton.
Jack.
And Jack. So nice to meet you, boys. So is this first time doing triathlon? Multiple times doing triathlon?
It's the first time doing the Buster 100, but we did the half Ironman and a bunch of other sprints last year.
Amazing. And
Same.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And this is something you guys have just come and done as like a crew? Like, who was the first one to get?
Three of us, we've done all three of, all of them, we've done three together.
All together, yeah, great. So how do you guys know each other to start off with?
I've known him for 16 years, we're in a band together, and
I know him for him.
Right, gotcha.
me and him got drunk once, and then we're friends ever since.
And it's a bit like, it's very culty, the triathlon stuff, but it's more like you get the bug of it, and then you get all your mates in, oh yeah, it's good fun. So was that the same sort of case here? Was like...
There's memes on Instagram where you hit 30 and everyone starts to do triathlons, half Ironmans, all that kind of stuff. So we're hitting 30.
You are.
I love it, boy. So how long do you reckon it might take you today? What do you reckon?
No, maybe 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
Oh, bugger off. You're gonna be like 5 hours and have been changed.
I think he's being modest. I reckon it'll be like 4:30 maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to finish.
Love it.
Yeah.
Me and him, I reckon maybe around 5.5.
Too good.
Him, 5.
5? Love it. Well, guys, good luck today. We'll be cheering for you out in the course, and good luck. I'm gonna go fill the water because it looks bloody cold, but a lot of people starting to build up now. We're in front of like where the goose is. Great memories down the goose. The Body Madge chant, I can still hear Body Madge. It was a lot warmer when I did my race though, so we'll go check out this water. Apparently it's like 17 degrees or something. Everyone's been good fun though so far. Everyone's vibing. Oh yeah. Oh, it's actually, you know what? They shouldn't be complaining. That's not even fucking cold. I don't know even what they're worrying about. Feels just fine. Got Matty getting some of these arm swings. I taught him these ones as well. We call these ones the left to right over the shoulder ones. Very, very good. He hasn't been doing them up until this race here, until I showed him how to do them. I think it's going to make a world of difference. I say, hey Matt, feeling good? Yeah, he's feeling good. Mate, how you doing?
Peter, I haven't met you.
Hey, how
Nice
are
to
you?
meet you.
So nice to meet you, my bro. This is perfect. How you feeling this morning?
Good.
Good?
Yeah, I
Excellent.
listen to the pod. So.
Well, mate, you're on the pod right
right,
now.
yeah,
This is it. So you're doing the.
Why aren't you here? Why aren't you racing today, mate?
I am here today.
Yeah.
I am here today as a support.
Yeah.
Support for Matt, who's doing the big race. Let's
Yeah.
talk about you. So how cold's the water? That's actually what I really want
It's
to know.
actually not too bad, I reckon, but it's pretty murky out there. Like you can't
Is it?
see the bottom, but
Interesting.
no, that should be right. It should be right.
And how many triathlons have you done?
Oh, I've probably done about 5 or 6 now.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Unreal. And what do you think you'll get it done today?
Time-wise?
Time-wise, yeah.
Oh, sub 4 hours would be good.
Yeah, beautiful.
But it's good conditions though, I reckon. So
Love it.
if I can just execute, then we'll see.
Bloody love it. And you got family down here who's down?
Down here, and
Yeah.
then just like a bunch of mates, and a few of my mates are doing it as well. So
Love it. And you got all the FatChat behind you now,
yeah,
mate.
that's it. So now I got to go an extra 10 minutes off the time.
Absolutely. We'll be there cheering for you, my friend. Good luck, mate.
Yeah.
Get out there.
Mate.
I'll see you later.
First time, man, when you did it as well.
Amazing. Congrats.
December.
How good. And you're down here again. What was your name?
Steve.
Steve, so nice to meet you, Steve. We're doing some recording for me and Matt's podcast, FatChat.
Yeah.
So this is your second triathlon.
No. I've started in 2010. So
Yeah, great.
I've done this about the 5th or 6th time I've done the half.
Amazing.
This is the first Busso 100 though.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
How good. And you're feeling good?
Feeling good, as good as I can be now. There's not much you can do now.
Vibes are up down here.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice. Water's nice. A lot of people.
And you're from Perth? You're from down here?
I'm from Perth. No, yeah, I'm from Perth.
From Perth? Yeah, great.
From
And-
Brisbane originally, but now I live in Perth. So.
And what's going to be like your best leg, do you reckon, today? What are you looking forward to?
Unfortunately for me, my best leg's the swim. So
So get it done early.
get it done early.
Yeah.
Bike needs improvement, and then the run not too bad. So
Not too
hopefully there's enough in the tank to push on the run.
I love it. Well, I'll make sure that when I'm out in the bike course that I'm cheering the fuck out of it for you to get you through the bike run.
No worries,
But
mate. Nice to meet you.
So nice. So girls, how we feeling this morning?
Majic?
Yeah. So nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Maddie Tooby.
Maddie?
Surely you remember me from Corpus, Alicia
Oh,
Wesley.
yes! Hey, how are we? You good?
Kate Bevilacqua.
So nice to meet you.
Ella Phelan.
Too good. And we're feeling excited this morning, girls. I need some hype. Give me some hype.
Yeah.
Pumped. I love it. Is this first triathlon? Done lots? What have you done before?
Done elite, so we're pretty pumped and ready.
Amazing.
First time doing Bus 100 for me. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, done heaps. So
Done heaps?
yeah, first elite race spot. So in the long distance. So
How good is that? Oh, I can't wait to watch you guys out there. Good luck. And yeah, we'll see you at the finish line. Too good. So nice to meet you. Holy shit. Hey, I was just fucking talking to fans and I've almost missed the start of the race. Shit. Get over here. Yes, Matt! I'm running. Oh my God, I'm out of breath. Get him, Matty. Get after him. Pull him down. Go. Oh, it's mayhem. It's absolute mayhem out here. Strong start. Great strong start. Who do you reckon's winning it today?
I have no idea.
His name's Matt Burton. Just say Matt Burton. Matt Burton. And yourself?
Yeah, I reckon Matt, definitely.
Yeah, me too. Very good.
Go, Matt.
These are the girls that we were just chatting to. They're about to absolutely scream out the gates here. Yeah, the girls. Now, the real MVP of today is my beautiful fiancée, Beck. So thank you very much for getting up at 5:30 and coming down and recording it for all of our FatChat listeners and viewers.
It's alright, I'll send you my invoice later on today.
The invoice is on your finger currently.
Give my pay.
I haven't got any money, it's all on your fucking hand. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. So there's like 2 or 3 swimmers that are in front that are coming out now. So I don't know, it's so hard to tell in the water, like who's who. So that's 1, that's number 2. Number 3. I think he's coming around now. Here he is. He's coming out the water. Bloody freezing in there. Here we go, where is he? Go, buddy! Yeah! Woo! There he is. Good thing about all that, he is absolutely cruising. There is not 1 bead of sweat on that man's body just yet. He's looking big. He's looking, don't you reckon? It's like his muscles compared to the other lot. Fucking quick transition though. He's not going to high five people like he said in the pre-game stuff, which is good. That'll wipe the climb off. He gave me absolutely nothing when he ran past just then, so he's locked in. He's real locked in. Beck really wanted to get Matt a support card, so we come on over to this support card stand. She's writing on these big red signs that they've got. What do we got, Beck? Matt attack. Oh, yeah, she's right. A big Matt attack right in the middle there in blue. If that does not make him win and push a little bit faster, I do not know what will. And we've also got a second one. Go Matt and Matt attack. All right, I'm here with the whole support crew. I've got Mr. Burton down here, Matt's dad. How you feeling this morning?
Oh, we're going all right, mate. We're getting used to these things.
Yeah, most
we've been to a few.
I can imagine. So, because you come to pretty much any race that you can down.
Yeah, we try to support them as much as we can.
Yeah, great. Right. And did you ever do triathlon yourself or nah?
No, I did a couple of small enticers.
Yeah.
A few years ago.
Only just recently?
No, a few years ago.
Yeah.
You know, before my knee at the moment has told me I can't run anymore.
Yeah,
so that's the end of me. Yeah.
So, like, how did, like, when Matt was first getting into this, what were you kind of thinking? Was it an Ironman that he did first? Was it shorter ones? No. Like, how did it all sort of play out?
He actually started, he did the Australia Day Ironman at Burton.
That's like a shorter one.
A very short distance, and it was a bit of a fun event. I think there were some mates of his just sort of all decided that they'd have a go. And
jump in to do it, yeah.
They found a bike and found a pair of running togs, and away he went.
So, like, I always refer to Matt as like the biggest psychopath that I've ever met in my life, just because how dedicated he is and so on top of every aspect
everything
he possibly could be. Where did you get that from? Was that from you or?
No, that's been a unique feature of Matt. You know, we'd be the night before the races, you know, everyone was on eggshells.
Yeah, just
getting out of the way. And I remember we went to Hawaii when he was as an age grouper, and the whole family went over, and the girls and that, and we were all there. We had to get the girls out of the room and go and book them into another motel.
Really? Just because he just needed to do his thing?
Do his thing.
Yep. Well, the superstars do. You got to let the superstars do the superstar stuff.
To touch his bike,
yep.
No.
Oh,
don't
really?
Touch his bike.
Don't touch it?
Don't touch it.
Wow.
I'm telling you some stories.
I love it. This is so good. We could be here all day. Well, Mr. Burton, thank you so much for catching up with us. We'll see you at the end of the race.
Good on you, mate.
Thank you.
Well done, mate.
I've got Matt's son Tom here. What's the sign say? It says, "Go, Matt." But we say, "Go, Dad." Go, Dad. Go, Dad. Even louder. Ready? Go, Dad. Yay! That was so good. He's coming up now. He's coming second on the bike. He's looking real good. He's made up some good time. Yeah, go Matty! Woo! We are done with that sauce. Thanks so much. We're actually just taking a little break from the chaos of watching the race as Matt goes around for his second bike lap. Just to get some food, recharge. I'm down the Goose, here with Beck. I've had 3 fried eggs and toast and helped her finish off her big breakfast. I'm exhausted. This spectating business is exhausting. I've just looked at my phone, the health app. It's 9:40 right now. I've done 6,385 steps. My God, I'm working hard out here this morning. Don't know how Matt's feeling, but I am exhausted. I'll give it 10 minutes and then I'm gonna probably do another 1,000 steps all the way back over there. Watch him start doing the run, and I might get a massage in between, like his laps or something. My calves are just so tight this morning. Yeah, Matty! Here we go! Let's go, last one, baby! Good. Wow, he has made up some serious time. He's coming second. The guy in front of him is about 4 minutes in front of him. He's just got the run to go. Get it done, Matt. Come on, bring it home. Event is absolutely bumping into everybody I know here. So good. He's coming around. I think this is his second lap that he's coming around. The first guy's just zoomed past. He's killing it, the Nick guy. So yeah, hopefully he's not far behind, but he's absolutely killing it. First one back, absolutely killing it, the man. He's coming around the bend now. He's coming through his second lap. He looks like he's absolutely flying, like an absolute stallion. He's given Body Magic Iron Man about him. He's absolutely killing it. Go, Matty! That's it, mate! Woo! Killing it, mate! Love the work, keep pushing. Beautiful. Gives me nothing. Love it. Makes me work for that support. I'll get him around the other way. All right. He's coming around, he's getting one more lap. There's still quite a... Great job, Matty! Woo! So the guy that's won, his name's Nick, he's coming in right now. He has absolutely killed it. 3 hours 15. Very, very well done. Very, very well done. Matty should not be too far behind, but this guy has absolutely killed it that race. So see how it goes. But it wasn't about the winning today. It was about getting the race done because we've got Cairns in 6 weeks. But we'll just wait for the big man to tick on over the line. Plot twist. They thought the other guy might be getting close to him. Oh my God, it's giving me an absolute heart attack. My heart's absolutely pumping. All right, he's coming. First thing he's going to see is just me finish line. He's going to be so excited. Yes!
As he secures second place at the Busselton 100 triathlon in a very
yes, Matty!
quality time of 3 hours and 22 minutes.
Woo!
You're thinking at the level of
he is see-through.
There's people that are in your corner and everyone else sort of forgets about you. Who are the people you'd like to shout out who have been with you in the trenches that...
Here we go. This is big. Can't wait for the big Body Magic shout out. Great job. Well done. I'm here with the man. How are you feeling,
I'm
big
not really the man, am I?
Right. Second? That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how to reflect on that yet. I didn't feel great. I didn't feel bad.
Yeah.
It's probably just where I'm at.
Yeah, but like it wasn't about winning. This is just about getting you prepped for in 6 weeks' time when you're doing the Cairns one. So it's just good just to get a bit of a flash out, get the competition feel around.
Yeah. I actually felt like I swam all right. Like the gap was there, but I knew they'd take it out hot. Like we got some very good short course athletes in the States, so they swim extremely well. And then I got on the bike and I was moving all right. It's just sort of a bit of a one gear wonder, one pace and more so running than...
You made up big time on the bike though.
Yeah, and then, Nick, the guy that's won, the young guy that's won, is probably the best half-distance athlete in the country at the moment.
Yeah.
So he took it to me.
This distance probably favours that. Obviously.
Yeah, and he's in season, so you expect them to be very good. But it's never nice to be out road when that's my thing, but it'll come.
Yeah, absolutely. And how'd the foot feel?
Yeah, that's
good.
That's the one bonus.
That's good. We're stoked. The foot's good, everyone. The foot's good.
I didn't feel like I sort of suffered through structurally or anything like that. So just general fitness is
that's good. That's great.
Slowly coming.
Lots of fans around. Lots of FatChat fans yelling at you the whole course, or what?
Nah, just sort of a bit of magic, body magic. Nothing for Burton, nothing for the goat,
Mate, do you know how many FatChat fans have come up to me? They've come up. They're going,
I guess
we
actually
love it.
no, it's us now, isn't it?
It's us.
It's us.
Yeah, it's
so
us.
It's all right.
They're loving it.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. So what are you doing now to recover? You're doing this for a bit. You're going home. What are you doing?
A few full fat chopped milks.
Oh, I was going to bring you a Pepsi Max to the end, but I thought...
Here's a good story. My dad comes over last night. They've driven down from Perth, so they're here for the race. And he's got a full sugar Pepsi. I haven't seen one of them in decades, and I was like, good man.
Well, I've been chatting to everyone today. I have chatted to your dad. I have chatted to your coach, Chris. I've been chatting with everyone. Don't worry, we've got some great content for everyone at FatChat. But mate, go rest up. Well done. And we'll see you next race. Well done.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Magic, for coming down.
All right, Fat Chatters. That is me just getting home now from being down south. Number one, we've got to make sure that we thank Beck for following me around with the camera all day. Thank you so much, Beck. Amazing work. Great job. Round of applause for herself. So good. I am knackered. I don't know how Matt's going to feel after that race. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm sunstroked as. I'm so tired. I'm going to rest up on the couch the rest of the night be ready for a big week of work. But bloody hell, great day. So great to meet everybody throughout the whole event. Everyone was vibing. Everyone was great. That was coming up and chatting. And it's so good to meet all the Fat Chatters. So good. All the listeners, you're great. So thank you very much. Well done to Matt. Second place. Great work. Ticked one off. And we'll be back next week with a little bit more of a rundown of exactly how the race went when he's not completely fried talking to me after he's just finished the race. And enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey guys, Dan from BackChat here. While Gerard's mum is a real doctor, this segment is for entertainment purposes only. For specific medical conditions, make sure you seek the advice of your own doctor.
Dr Majic, give me the news. I've got a bad case of vaginal thrush and lumps in the walls, and we need you. Dr Majic. Love this song, love that song, and it's everybody's favourite segment. Back for another week.
He still nods away at it, like he's proud of it. Yeah, that's
I love it. I'm going to have to, actually, I think I might have to, I think the next one could be Dr. Jones, but we'll put something in there. That could be the next little intro
change
bit
it.
for that. Change that. Anyway,
Change it up.
it's a work in progress. We'll come back to that. Dr. Majic, welcome back for another week.
Oh, my pleasure.
How's it been? Saving lives? Anything to report?
No, just the usual sort of week, as you say, saving lives in Canning Vale.
Just back to working part-time.
Yeah.
Here again.
Easy, yeah.
Obviously, we're making more money for it.
We've had some great questions sent in from all the listeners and viewers. And remember, if anybody wants any questions answered, make sure you head on over either to my socials, the FatChat channels, or FatChat at backchatstudios.com.au. Send your stuff in. It's a safe place. We want to get all the information from Dr. Majic because she is the best doctor going around. And we've got 6 more questions for you today, Mum.
Excellent.
Go. So I've got number 1 question. Why do I feel faint when I see blood?
Well, it's called the vagus nerve. You've heard of the vagus nerve? So there's a vasovagal response. So the vagus nerve innervates your heart and all your organs and also different muscles in your face. And if it's stimulated by something that's a noxious stimulus, like the sight of blood, you don't like it, or there's something stressful, or you're standing for a long period of time, it will stimulate all those organs and it will actually dilate blood vessels. Your blood pressure drops, your heart rate increases, you can get sweaty and nauseous. So, and in some cases you can actually faint. But, you can actually, some people know that that's happening and they can lie down and get their blood pressure back up, a bit more blood to the brain if you put your feet up in the air when you lie down.
Is there a reason why it's like so many people specifically for something like blood or like a medical thing that's why that they're like, I can't deal with that?
Well, I don't think people like this side of blood. I'm very happy to take your blood, but if it was mine, I'd probably faint.
It must be like some sort of like, what's it called? Caveman, biological response to like,
blood.
It's like, that's an injury.
People just don't,
that's
that could be true. People just don't like the look of blood. I suppose it's not a very pleasant thing to see because it goes along with, I guess, injury and, conflict.
Hurt and pain.
Pain. And of course, people will often even feel like that if they're having a blood test just from the sharp pain of the needle. It's not that bad, is it? But it's pretty bad.
Needles. I've got the biggest phobia of needles.
Really?
Like big time.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, could never be a heroin addict. Could not ever. Nah. Or steroids. Could never. Like absolutely not.
Yeah. Even people that are drug users are often don't like needles. Interestingly enough. Yeah.
I had blood taken recently, and the nurse doing it was like, I don't like the sight of blood. And
yes.
I was like,
yes.
What?
Excuse me. You're not going to faint on me,
have you
are
done
you?
this much? And she was like, yeah, for years. But she's like, more so my own blood.
Yes,
she's like,
that's actually right.
Couldn't watch because she's like, "Are you right?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm fine with the needle. I just don't watch."
Yeah.
Just had one experience where same thing. But like I was feeling myself passing out.
Yeah. Oh,
I just
horrible.
looked,
Ooh,
and
yuck.
it was an iron infusion, and because
it's
the iron's
horrible.
the same color as blood.
Yes.
Right. Oh, as in when it's going in.
Oh, just the color, in the vial.
In the brown, in the brown bag.
But then I worked out it was also some of my blood, and I could just see the doctor going blurry in front of me, and she was like, "Oh, just lay down, get your feet above heart level, and you come good pretty quickly."
Oh, you can do. Yeah, depends. Depends how long it.
It was embarrassing though. So sweaty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It does. It makes you go full sweaty. And it's nothing
it's
worse.
It's a horrible feeling. You get quite a headache afterwards for a few hours.
What's some of the other most common things that triggers that vasodilation and that vagus nerve response, like, except for blood? Is there anything else?
Yeah, well, pain can, or even any stress can for some people.
Yeah.
Getting up too quickly in the morning can do it. Certainly, maybe even standing at a funeral or something. A lot of people, faint when they're standing for too long. Yeah, so that vagal nerve is stimulated.
Yeah,
There
right.
you go.
Matt, over to you.
Over to me. Is it true that yawning is contagious?
Oh, do you know why I asked this? Because she catches any yawn. You can do a fake yawn, and she'll be yawning in 30 seconds.
If you actually say the word yawn, I'll yawn. Yeah, it actually is the thing. And the reason is, I think, like if you just yawned.
No, I was trying to get you.
If you smile at someone else, they tend to smile back, don't they?
Yeah.
They do tend to.
Wow.
Yeah,
For him?
Yeah, maybe.
I get creeped out when he smiles back at me. It's
a mimic thing, I think, that people actually will often mimic other people's expressions. And often yawning is one of those things. Definitely 6 times more likely to yawn if someone else does.
Wow.
This is true.
That's
That's true. Fact.
Wow. Crazy. I can't wait for you to yawn. I can tell in your head right now. Look, she's stressing over there about the yawn. I knew it would get her. Don't worry, there's another one coming. Don't worry.
Don't yawn.
Don't worry. Yeah, there's another one coming. All right, Mum.
He is. I'm not being paid for this. I'm out of here.
We haven't had anyone do that
yet. Mum, are there any long-term health benefits of having sex as you age?
Definitely, yeah. I think a lot of us forget that older people actually do have sex lives, but a lot of them do, and those are the healthy ones generally. Because to actually have sex, you have to have a certain level of health anyway.
Fitness level, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good for your heart. It's good for your relationship. It releases endorphins that make you feel good. So people are more, feeling happier, and more engaged with life. So yeah, definitely health benefits.
So keep banging. Cool.
We try to step away from the sex questions, but here we
That's
are.
what everybody loves. Everybody loves it, Matty.
This one's in from Body Magic. Again.
Wants to know about his parents' sex life.
Back to a question from me, yeah.
I don't trust.
That's great.
You don't?
Oh, I got no response to that.
Matt, change the subject, go.
Back to a real question sent in by myself.
Yep.
I have low iron. What can I do to increase it?
Right. Okay. So you're talking about males or females, or
let's cover both.
Women often have low iron,
Yep.
particularly those that are menstruating, so because they're losing a lot of blood every month, so they actually have higher iron needs than men do, and men tend to be the ones that have a higher iron in their diet because often concentrations of iron are found in red meat more than any other foods.
Yep.
So men tend to eat more red meat, just tends to be that way. So, for women, if they've got low iron, then usually we would talk about controlling the flow of their period, maybe put them on medication to slow that down or avoid a period. And we'd also get them to trial increased oral iron in their diet and or tablets. Yeah, medication can be helpful, like iron replacements, but it has side effects too. That's the
So
problem
foods that have got it in it is red meat. What else have we got?
Yeah, lots of meats, lots of meat will have iron in it, but still certainly some vegetables will have iron in it as well.
Green vegetables, right?
Green ones.
Yeah, green vegetables in particular, but you've got to eat a lot more of those. But even things like Milo and other sort of drinks are really good for you. They have a whole combination of iron in them.
What?
And sugar.
A bit of sugar is good. Yeah, that's right.
Just a normal diet, yeah. Just
a normal
what
diet.
normal people eat, yeah.
Exactly. And of course, legumes and things like that as well, very important as well. So
interesting. So how do you say if someone has low iron and you've tried either via diet, try to get it up with supplements, what else can you do to get your iron up?
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's that low and if it's affecting their life, like if it's actually causing you fatigue.
They're anemic.
Well, if you've got anemia, we definitely look at an iron infusion. Yeah. So an iron infusion is, is a good way to bump your iron. I've seen people's iron go from, it should be between 30 and 500. It might go from like 7 up to 400, in a couple of weeks. So it can go really quite high. And then that iron is taken over the next few months to make your red blood cells, so your anemia is resolved. Yeah.
So how do they actually do an iron infusion? I've not had one. How does that happen?
Yeah. Well, you just you get a little supplement of iron from the pharmacy. We put it in a sodium chloride bag and we hang it up and we put an infusion
in a drip.
In a drip over sort of 20 minutes. I mean, most people have really good results with that. There is possible side effects with that as well, though. Of course, some people can have an allergic reaction, for instance, to the iron.
And it's true that your iron, your ferritin will be raised when you're about to get sick. Also,
ferritin. That's true. Well, ferritin is just one measure of iron, but ferritin is a reactive protein as well. So if you're unwell, that'll go up. So that's not. You can't measure iron if you're unwell.
Yeah.
Right. So did you say you had low iron?
Yeah.
Why would you have low iron?
From
training.
Stress, yeah.
Right.
From diet. You're not enough in your diet. Or?
No, I've been through it a bit over time, but I had an iron infusion for the first time last year, and you don't feel 2 days later like jumping around like crazy.
It takes time.
Just gradually builds, yeah.
But you just generally start to feel better,
right?
Without knowing. It's not like an injectable where you bounce up and you're punching away. And
so just in your circumstance there, Matt, so the stress as in just because of volume of exercise, or is it because your immune system's down because you're exercising
and
a
I
lot?
have autoimmune disease.
Right, okay, yeah.
So it's, but yeah, the stress from running is a big one because every time you're hitting the ground, you're essentially internally bleeding through the muscles. So you're depleting your stores pretty quickly, a lot quicker than I can take it with food.
Right.
You're right.
So I was just sort of borderline 30, and now I'm sitting 150 to 200 all the time.
Gotcha. Right. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
and how long's that been since you had an iron infusion?
What was that? Mid last year.
Right. So, that's good then. It's lasted well.
Yeah, and that's true.
So do you have to keep bumping up, or it just depends on?
He said 18 months.
Yeah, I was going to say over time it will. If nothing else has changed, then over time it could gradually reduce. But you're right. Probably 18 months. Would be about right.
Yeah, it's quite common in athletes, endurance athletes.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok that that there's if you cook food on like an iron skillet pan, that actually will add iron to your food. Is that true?
Wow,
It had a lot of views. This TikTok. It has to be true.
It has to be true.
TikTok is super informative.
Yeah, right.
And educational.
Well, I don't know.
I have to look it. I have to show the TikTok.
I don't know the answer to that, but
an
it's
iron
possible.
pan.
Iron pan.
It's
as
possible.
in not much. I don't think it's much, but it's like
a little bit.
Tiny little bits actually go into your food. But anyway, we'll have to look it up. I have to show the TikTok.
Look it up. We will.
Wow.
Next question, Mum. I use decongestive nasal spray for my sinuses, but the packet only says I should use it for 5 days. Why is that? I often need to use it for a longer period of time.
Right. But I mean, you should only use decongestant nasal sprays while you've got an acute infection, like a cold, and maximum 5 days. The reason being, how it works to unblock your nose is it actually constricts the little blood vessels in your nose. So it constricts them, but over time, your nose is smart. It starts to dilate them anyway. And so you need more to constrict it. Yeah. And so if you keep using it and your blood vessels are dilating, and you're trying to constrict them, it's not going to respond. So you get a rebound congestion. So 5 days is enough. If you've
What's
got
it called? A rebound congestion.
Rebound, congestion. So, after 5 days, you should be switching to something like a steroid inhaled spray.
So is that like literally bang on for everybody? It takes 5 days for that to happen? Or is
probably
it?
not, but that's just what the guidelines are. Definitely not the same for everybody. No. But some people do, in fact, get fairly dependent on these nasal sprays by mistake. So they kind of can't do without them. So then we would advise them just to use it in one nostril for a while the other one frees up eventually, because naturally it will come back. But you can't suddenly stop them if you've been on them for a long time, because you won't be able to breathe at all.
Yeah, because like if I've had like a real bad sinus infection, I love the Otrivin. That gets everything. You're like, oh my God, I can breathe again. So good.
Yes.
But like sometimes it'll be like, oh shit, I've been using it for 2 weeks, and then
oh really?
Yeah, and then you're like, oh no, stop. Okay, so I stop it.
Yeah.
But then the 2 days after, it's like killing me.
Yeah.
But then after 2 days, then it's all good. Then it's all fine. But you just have to go through like 2 days of pain after that, and just like suffocation.
Yeah. Oh, it's a horrible thing, that rebound congestion. Yeah.
Just do what the box says.
Yeah. But it's giving me relief.
Simple.
This is my thing. But it's
If
giving
anyone
me
listening
relief.
at home,
Why do I
yeah.
have to stop? That's my whole thing.
5 is not
Why
14.
would I stop?
One hand, Joe. Load it.
It's good.
Matt, over to you. Last one.
I have a low bone density score. Is this going to affect my ability to exercise?
So you do have a low bone
I
density
don't.
score?
No, but it's
So
come
a lot
up
of-
in a few different places lately.
Yeah, a lot of athletes do. The endurance athletes will have low bone density. Yeah.
Those that
What
don't
is
run.
low? What is it
Those
to
that
start
don't-
off with?
What is low? Okay, well, your peak bone density mass, I think, is when you're about 30 on average.
Yep.
Okay, so and that's called a zero score. And anything after that, usually you go -1, -2. Standard deviations from the mean. Do you remember the bell curve thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if -2 standard deviations from the mean, -2.5 is osteoporosis. So if you're below -1, they call that osteopenia, a bit light. So yeah, a lot of endurance athletes will have osteopenia. Yeah.
But from what I understand, the running saves that and weight strength work. This is why I guess those living longer, living stronger strength classes for elderly people is such a
definitely.
a boost. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely huge. But I think as people, all of us should be doing some sort of weight stuff.
Yep.
Otherwise, sport is really good. Playing squash, playing doing any kind of sport is good. Cycling is you support
low
it.
impact, isn't
well,
it?
you're supported on the
Yep.
bike seat, so you can actually get problems with your spine in terms of osteoporosis and things like that. But so it's not a weight bearing exercise. But the running is very good for you in short bursts, but the endurance running, because I guess you're quite lean as well.
Yeah, right. You're
Quite
breaking your
lean
bone down
body
a bit
mass.
more.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
So you get your bone density up by having like impacts from on the ground or what, just generating
And
force?
stressing your bone through force.
Yeah,
through
exactly.
Okay.
But if you've got osteoporosis, you don't want to be doing too high stressful things, because you could break a bone.
Yeah. So if you're just
cause
like a little
stress
bit low,
fractures.
you're not at osteoporosis level.
Yeah.
Milk.
Yep.
Like from a diet point of view,
Yep,
calcium.
calcium, vitamin
what you
D.
want. Yep.
Calcium and vitamin D
There
is
you go,
what you
vitamin
want.
D is the other
And
secret.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're young and you've been told you've got a low bone density, the doctor would search for other secondary causes for that, because it would be unusual to be, say, someone your age and have a low bone density. So you'd want to exclude all the other causes like
But
problems with
obviously,
your
like the
thyroid
reason
and-
if an athlete though is because of the training,
the intensity
and
of
the
training.
intensity that they're
Yes.
doing. But for
Yeah.
someone regularly, like say, between the age of 20 and 35, say,
Yeah, be
that's
very
pretty healthy,
very unlikely
unlikely
to have problems. Yeah,
Right,
and
so
if they
that'd
do,
be
there'd be a
secondary.
reason.
Right.
But for endurance athletes, I think there's a lot of research in that space. Yeah, so that's something.
Yeah, I have
that you
some
should-
friends who just cycle
Yep.
for, professionally.
Yep.
And they have to watch their bone density score.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And-
because there's no weight
because,
bearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What, 5 years ago, the trend became, steer away from dairy, right? But then you take a lot of calcium out of your diet.
You do, because all the alternative types of milk just
don't
don't
have
have,
as
the
much,
same
yeah.
calcium in it. I mean,
I love
soya
milk.
maybe, but
So good.
So they've had to bring it all back in,
Yeah,
right? So it just
yeah.
comes back to that balance.
yeah, it does. Absolutely does. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
Or get in the gym.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, good. Do some weights with Gerard. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, come and do some weights with the big boy, mate. Anytime.
With the big boy.
Anytime, mate. Anytime.
This is what you had to live with growing up.
Dr. Majic,
No wonder
thank
he
you.
was bullied.
Yeah, by you. Continues on. I'm sitting next to my biggest bully right here. Dr. Majic, thank you so much for coming on in. Remember, send your questions on in to FatChat at backchatstudios.com.au. Hit me up on socials. You're going to be back next week. And thanks very much, Mum.
My pleasure. See you, mate.
Have a good week.
Oh, this is a good segment here, Matt.
We're like Ghostbusters.
Like Ghostbusters, but we are the Health Mythbusters.
Again, see your professionals.
Yeah.
Don't say this.
So I've actually been into ChatGPT for this one here, Matt, and I'm going, all right,
Very
here we
good.
go. Going, type this
taking
in.
over the world. Yep.
It is. Let's write me a list of the most common health myths.
Okay.
All right, and this is the ones that have come out, right? So, number 1, you need 8 glasses of water per day. What do you think?
Well, glasses are very, could be any size,
It could
right?
be anything, yeah.
I thought it was a couple of litres is what is suggested.
Yep.
Couple
So I
of
think
litres.
a glass is 250. That's
there
2
you go,
litres.
2
Yeah,
litres.
bang on. Yep.
So if we said an actual cup of water is 250 ml, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2 litres is the encouraged amount for someone who's just living a normal life.
Yep. Definitely.
Not trying to exert themselves in exercise or.
But it just depends on the person. Like
That
it's
too.
like
Size
you know
is a big
size.
thing.
Like
Yep.
if you're a short person or a tall person, or you exercise more, or you've got a more physical job.
Yes,
or,
if you exercise more or you're on the tools. Say you are on the out there chipping away, building homes and whatnot. That is, you are sweating more. So when whatever you lose in fluid, you also need to replace on top of that 2 litres.
Yeah, exactly.
So 2 litres is like the standard.
Yep, and there's another one that I don't personally recommend this one. It's not like one thing that I'm like, yep, guys, go do this. But being real hydrated can definitely help with suppressing your appetite a little bit.
Yep.
But it's not like, I would never, ever recommend to somebody, just drink lots of water, that'll fill you up. But the trick that I use for it is actually for people that are in an office job, and I go, if you need to get your steps up, if you're, Sally, and you're sitting on your computer and you're doing 900 steps for the day, I say drink as much water as you possibly can throughout the day, because one, you have to just go walk and fill the bottle up, and then you got to walk back, and then you also go to pee after that, then you walk to the toilet and you walk on back. If you do that more in a day, you add those steps up, that's just steps that you're getting paid to do.
You're just going to annoy your boss.
Yeah, well, it's like, but you're just getting paid to pee, paid to, walk.
Fill your bottle up.
Yeah, and just the little small 1%ers that can actually get you a little bit closer. So,
yeah, I mean, there's obviously tolerance, but if you've just eaten lunch, for instance, and you've had a good lunch, and you're like, oh, I'm still hungry, have a couple of cups of water or 500 ml, and just let that settle. And see how that goes when the food absorbs the water, swells in the stomach a bit.
Yep.
Then you may feel okay.
Yep.
If you still feel hungry, then you might need to address maybe something else to eat. But I reckon it'll solve it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Busted me. Busted. Love that one. Number 2 from ChatGPT. Detox diets eliminate toxins from your body. I'd love to know just like what comes to mind out of that for you. Detox diets.
Let your body do its thing.
Absolutely.
All that's doing. This is just from me understanding that space a little bit, and I guess things like colonic irrigation, detox.
Oh my God.
When you go and then put something that's not normal, not sustainable through you, yes, it'll have an impact, but you can often wash out things you do need.
Yep.
So if you just go onto a balanced diet intake and it's good water, a good amount of water, your body actually is an amazing
And what are all
filtration
these
system.
toxins? There is just this trigger word that people go, oh, it's going to get rid of toxins. What the fuck are you talking about?
Unless you're on a massive bender.
What are you putting in your body that is that toxic? Like, there's nothing. Are you drinking paint? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like, I've got all these toxins from stress. It's like, don't drink as much caffeine.
Yep.
And water is really what helps filtrate your system the best.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you've got your liver that will do that as well.
That's it.
That is what will actually detox whatever the fuck it is that's in
doctors would laugh at that.
Yeah.
So if we had Dr Majic back, she would be laughing.
And it's like, do my 30-day juice cleanse and drink this green,
Have you done it before?
celery thing, juice cleanse. I've never ever done I can't, I'm so hungry all the time.
I just tried
just
Kim and I, just to see.
Yep.
Like,
maybe I should. That would be a good video.
Yeah, it was like 7 days.
Yep.
It was just stupid.
Too long. I couldn't
You
do
just
that.
like 7 juices a day. You just cut calories, but then you're doing your system a disservice. Like You're taking a lot of minerals out and vitamins and stuff that you need.
And also, any weight loss or anything that you experience in that time, the second you start eating regular food, it goes straight back on.
Again.
So it is, Oh, hey today.
Yeah.
Busted. Yeah, your liver will do it. Your liver will do it. Yeah. Next one, we've got, you can outrun a bad diet.
You can outrun a bad diet.
I think what this one means is that...
Metaphorically.
Yeah, metaphorically. So it's like, it doesn't matter about... You can eat what you like.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
if you train
train really hard and you train really good and you train lots of hours, it doesn't matter because you're training so much.
All right, so I don't think there'd be anyone in this great state that would train as many hours as me, but I have to eat well.
Yep.
Because if you eat poorly, you won't be able to back up the next day.
Yep.
You'll sleep terribly. You will probably put on weight still. It's just a natural, like even though you train a lot, your body composition doesn't shift the right way. Because you need the right amount of macros to aid that.
Yep.
Because then a bad diet, you just don't get the right amount of protein. Your brain needs carbohydrate to function, which is important when you're trying to put the effort in. So I would say maybe for a few days, but definitely not long term.
Yep. So that's like a sports thing. But in my head, what I'm going straight to for that one is, say an overweight person and they come to me and they go, all right, cool, Gerard, I want to start exercising.
Yep.
And I go, my first thing is, why don't we just look at maybe we look at the nutrition stuff. It's actually way easier to lose weight with fixing the nutrition side rather than trying to
break yourself,
be more active, which is really, strenuous on your body. It for people when you first start, it fucking sucks. Like, you're grinding away, doing so. You might not want to be there. You're sore, all this sort of stuff.
Yep.
It's so much easier to reduce calories on the food end than trying to burn it on the exercise end.
Yeah, and just the timing of the intake. So you definitely can't outrun it.
And also, exercise makes you hungry too.
Yep.
Like you do a session, you finish the session, you're like, oh, your body's like, oh my God, give me some food.
Yeah.
What I find with, someone that's maybe trying to lose weight is they'll go do, they'll do a session and then they'll eat all the calories back of what they've just burnt, which is fine. But, you ain't going to be losing weight consistently and tapping into a little bit of a deficit.
There's a little bit of a hump day tip for everybody.
Yeah.
It's usually, if you're doing that, you're overreaching. So you're burning sugars, which means you're allowing your heart rate to jump too high all the time. Whereas if you just control your effort early on, when you start exercising especially, and you don't feel like you need to binge when you get in, you're doing the exercise right.
Yep.
So you don't need to be sore to be progressing.
Yep, I love it. And then the last one we got, you can sweat out toxins through sweat.
Back with the toxins.
Yeah.
This is why people jump in the saunas.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly right.
You do. You smell, if you've had a big night drinking, you go training and you will smell like whatever you drank the night before. So 100% you will sweat out because it'll sit in your skin. But it's not for long.
Yeah, it's more when I was sort of thinking about it. I reckon it's probably more to do with if you're, say, going out and exercise. Say for me, for example, I have a big diet. First thing I'm doing the next morning, I'm either getting on the bike or the cross trainer and sweating it out, right? I'm not actually thinking in my mind that I'm sweating out the alcohol or whatever I've just had the night before, but it's more about like, I feel like it gets my metabolism going because it's movement.
Yeah.
And if my metabolism's going faster and, if otherwise I'd be hungover laying on a bed doing nothing, which is going to be a lot slower than if I've just got up and done some activity, that I'm going to process the alcohol and the toxins through my body a little bit faster. So that's if I say that, well, I'm sweating it out, but that's not what is actually I'm thinking is coming out of my pores or, I'm sweating alcohol out. It's more, I'm just getting my metabolism going.
Yeah, and you said it, blood flow.
Yep.
It's still the number one medicine for most things for people, whether it be after a big night or they got
injury,
sore niggle somewhere. Like, movement is the key. So it's, I'm all for that. Go and sweat it out if it makes you, if it sets you back on the track again.
Yep, I love it. Well, all those myths busted. If there's any myths that you want busted, send them on in. Hit me up on the socials. Send them on into FatChat at fatchat@backchatstudios.com.au or any other topics that you want us to tackle. Love it.
We're here for you.
We're here for you. Ghostbusters. Hey legends, this next little segment is a little bite-sized piece from an interview that I did with Hamish Brayshaw, who is on the regular BackChat show. Super, super funny. He's hosted or co-hosted a couple of shows of FatChat with me as well. And it's a big reason why I'm here doing FatChat right now. And we caught up with Hammer to talk about his brand new little project he's got going on right now. It's called Hammer Breaks. And pretty much, he's going to tell you all about it, but he's trying to break as many world records as he possibly can, and there's some really, really obscure ones in there. So this is just a little small segment of it. The full episode is coming out on Friday, so make sure you check that one out. And as always, if you haven't already, if you could follow, subscribe, or like any of the Fat Chat episodes or shows that you're listening to on any platform, it really goes a long way into us building the show. Keep doing it every week and connecting with you guys as well. So I love your work and enjoy the little chat and bite-sized piece with Hammer. How's footy been? So you're back playing, back to actually, good. How's that all been? Stuff?
Yeah, mate, it's footy's taking a backward step at the moment from everything else that I'm doing.
Well, but, you're very engaging with the record breaker. Yeah. New Instagram handle I hear.
Yep, Hammer Breaks. So I'm all across all things, but no, it's good. I'm back. It's I missed the first week. The concussion protocols have kicked up to 21 days now. So I had a concussion in the first practice game, so I missed a couple of weeks there. Missed round one, but where the boys still got up and win. So I played my first game against Swan Districts the other day and felt pretty good. I pulled up very sore, but no, got through the game unscathed. We won by 6 goals, and now we got a game against Peel this weekend down in Mandurah. So a few of your boys, I think, might be in that one.
Yeah,
but look, I'm feeling good. It's a new season. The boys are looking good, so it's a good time to be an East Perth fan.
Yeah, that's good. And did you have like a big preseason this one? Or you were just enjoying the glory of the Sandover and just basking in and breaking records and just enjoying life?
I enjoyed pre-Christmas. I hurt my ankle just before the Christmas break, so I'd enjoyed myself up to that point. Hurt myself, and then I was in rehab for the first sort of month and a half of the year. So I had a pretty stunted pre-season. But in the veins of FatChat, I swore off the alcohol, so I wasn't drinking. I
Very good.
Lost about 6 or 7 kilos in the sort of January, February mark. So I got myself back to being relatively fit and healthy. So yeah, it was a shortened pre-season, but I had to go pretty hard when I was in it.
Yeah. The epitome of a crash diet is Hamish Brayshaw. Is the epitome.
I was going to say the video setup here is actually making you look pretty fit, mate. So
thank you.
Go with it.